In this strategy, we only use one lay bet to protect our box number place bets. Welcome back, subscribers. Welcome to my new viewers. Let's go ahead and learn this game of craps together. Hey everyone, it's Mike. Welcome back to the channel. So in our last video, we played an inside strategy, 44 inside, and we protected it with a $50 lay bet behind the 4 and behind the 10. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm only going to use the 4 to protect my place bets. And I'm going to actually put a bet on the 10. So if you think about it, let me just get set up real quick. If you think about it, if I do 44 inside, but I also put an extra 10 on the number 10, I now have $54 in play. So just putting a $50 bet on the 4 obviously is not going to be enough. We used to have 50 on the 4 and 50 on the 10. So logically, you would think you would double on the 4. So, but now think about this. I have 54 on the inside numbers, plus the 10. And if I hit the 7, I think I win 50, maybe 48, 49 after the VIG. So it's not enough to cover the $54 loss on the 7 out. So even though I took the 50 off of the 10 and moved it to the 4, I still have to add. I'm going to add another 25. So now this would be on a 7 out, this should win about a $61, $62, $63, something like that. Enough to cover the $54 on my place bets. Okay, so what's the pros here? The pros are you now get paid on a 10 instead of losing your lay bet on the 10. So you have more numbers to hit to win. The cons are now if you do hit the 4, instead of losing $50, you lose $125. And we don't have enough money in our rack to then take $125 across to try to make that up. So I think I saw Wayland play something similar. He would just up his lay bet and continue on, and if he hit a couple 7 outs, he would make up that extra money there. It takes a little bit longer to dig yourself out of the hole. You just don't get back out after one hit, but you don't take that risk of hitting that 7 out when you have $500 across. So let's go ahead and roll it out and see how this looks. So I think I'm all set up. I'm not going to follow the puck. My bets are always working. Let's go ahead and give this a few rolls and see how this works. So there's a 9. That pays $14.50 on the buy bet. We're going to go ahead. So again, you've got your winning numbers now are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's a lot of numbers, a lot of combinations. You've only got 3 combinations of a 4 that can hurt you. But like with any strategy, there's always that but hole there. You got that opportunity to lose. If you hit that 4, you've got a lot more riding on it. You got a lot more to lose. Okay, there's a 5. That wins. Let's continue. We're looking for a normal roll distribution. In other words, lots of 5, 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Not very many 4s or 10s. We'll take a 10, obviously. But a normal roll distribution is what we want. Okay, there's the 5. That helps. There's the 4. So there's our hole. We're down $53. So instead of taking everything down and trying to put numbers across for one hit, let's just do this. If I take everything down, how much can I put across? I've got $446. So let's try $25 and go across, across, across. We can do that. We can put 90 on the 6 and 8, 75 on the 6 and the 10, 50 on the 4, and 66 on the 5. I don't know how Crapsy comes up with that distribution. But that's all of our chips. Our entire rack is on the table now, trying to make up that $53. So is this the risk we want to take? Or do we leave our 54 across and just up our lay bet? It was 125. Do we up it to 175? Bump it up by 50? Because now we've got a 75 minus the VIG, 73. That would definitely help us. Let's go ahead and roll this a few times. Not as much risk, but it's going to take a little longer to dig our way out of the hole. Well, there's a $19 win. That takes us to a negative 34. There's another 19. That's good. And there's a 7 out that pays $17 because we upped our lay bet to 150. We now lose that $54 on the place bets, but we win the 71 and a quarter, gives us a $17 win, and we are just barely out of the hole. So in that case, I think I would like to go back to my initial setup. 54 and 125 behind the 4. Let's see if we can't avoid that 4. Here's a 6. That helps. Another 6. Another 6. We can roll 6s all day at this on this strategy. There's an 8. So 6s and 8s are good. 7's not even that bad. We're just trying to avoid the number that we have the lay bet on. In this case, it's the 4. We could reverse this. We could put $10 on the 4 and put the 125 behind the 10. Same. It's the same payout, same math. There's a 5. So far, we've rolled the 10 twice and we've rolled the 4 once. So it almost looks like we've rolled the 10 more than we should. So I guess it makes sense we could swap those. But I'm not going to. Let's leave it alone. Okay, there's the 7 out. That pays us $5.37. So we're getting paid on the 4s. I'm sorry, we're getting paid on the 5s, the 6s, the 7s, the 8s, and the 9s, and the 10s. We're getting paid on all of these numbers. We're losing on the 4. So far, we've rolled the 4 one time, and look how many rolls we've had that have paid off. So let's hit the repeat button. There's a 2. That doesn't help us. There's a 5. That pays. That pays $14 on a $10 buy bet. There's an 8. Another $14. There's the 4. We knew it was going to come. So what are we going to do? Are we just going to up this? It was at 125. Did we go to 175? For 2 rolls, I think that's what Whalen did. If he could get 2 hits here, get back into the green, he would take this lay bet back down to 125. Okay, there's an 8. There's 1 hit. And there's a 6. There's another hit. So I can now take this guy down, take that risk away, go back to 125. There's a 10. That helps. There's a 6. That's good. We're at 26 rolls. There's a 10. A 9. That helps. A 5. We have 1 more roll. And a 6. So, similar results. The difference is you're putting more risk on your lay bet, but you're adding 1 additional box number to get paid on. So it really is up to the roll of the dice. If you're going to hit that number that you've got the lay bet behind, if you're going to hit that more than the normal roll distribution says you should, this may not be the best strategy. But if you can keep your roll distribution looking pretty normal, in this case we did not roll a 7 nearly as many times as we should, but we did roll a lot more 5s and 8s, and those got paid, so that was good. And we ended up with $120 to the green. So for that, I would say this is a decent strategy also. But it's really up to you. All of these strategies are going to have pros and cons, and I'm not sure if I want to put as much risk on one number as this strategy does just to win one more box number, one more chance to win. So anyway, that's going to be our roll for today. It's another version of a lay bet to protect your place bets, but in this case, it's all falling on one lay bet. We're not putting it across two lay bets. So give it a try. Let me know how you do. If you see another variation, put it in the comments. I'll try it. So that'll be it for today. Hope everyone's having a good day. And as always, thanks for watching.